It is a pleasure to see you again on my CryptoQ Media channel. We are currently sitting at a little over 51 cents. Suddenly, a different plot point has surfaced. Everyone will be pumping until the election, so I hope you all purchase the dip. Big things are going to happen next week, and even bigger things are going to happen next week, according to everyone. You can expect X or P to reach 70 cents or even higher. Dude, you're completely clueless. Yeah, you know. It is impossible to predict with 100% accuracy what will happen. Do you want us to put money into the election? To be honest, nobody knows. We should relax for the time being and wait for developments. Nonetheless, something may happen in the actual world that leads to a decline in XRP. Card networks, blockchain solutions such Ripple fintechs, Air wallets, Neum, and Wise, and other financial networks are only a few of the many that compete with SWIFT. Nevertheless, old SWIFT remains the preferred communications network. The fees are the most annoying part of the upcoming major update to SWIFT. We need to lower the fees. Here you may find Neum and SWIFT, two payment processors that enable banks to handle transactions instantly. As far as anyone knows, Neum and Ripple are also partners. Neum, the global infrastructure for real-time cross-border payments, has disclosed that financial institutions can now link to the Neum's global real-time payments network utilizing SWIFT capabilities and their existing SWIFT infrastructure. This is an essential development as it resolves some of SWIFT's issues. However, Ripple can make use of the many rails native to SWIFT. Over the years, the question of how much higher XRP can go has lingered. Would Ripple eventually replace the SWIFT system? The problem with it, I'll tell you. Here, they're asserting that XRP would be worth 100 to 500 if Ripple were to buy out SWIFT's operations. Yearly fluctuations affect the amounts that SWIFT runs through the SWIFT networks. If we can capture even 10% of SWIFT's business, we'll be in the triple digits. This, of course, can easily exceed 500. Others contend that these figures are off, stating that we would require 1,000 worth of XRP to acquire all of SWIFT's business. But the price of XRP would also go up as these amounts go up every year. It was always the intention for Ripple to do this. Many people will do whatever it takes to preserve money. Next, priorities safety and speed. Nobody wants to wait days for their money to arrive. However, in the future, when a solution is found that can send the money in a matter of seconds, it will hurt the most. That being said, Brad was far from alone in making that claim. The question of how you plan to utilize XRP for on-demand liquidity when Ripple replaces SWIFT is also raised by Chris Larson. However, it was always the intended trajectory of Ripple. Along with that, I am of the opinion that Ripple will not magically outshine Fast. The decreased prices and faster transactions will encourage more institutions to employ RippleNet technology, thus I think it will happen eventually. Conversely, countries are presently avoiding SWIFT. Together, SWIFT and R3 are exploring novel settlement features that distributed ledger systems could use. This partnership will allow for further integration of SWIFT's GPI with R3's platform. R3 may be thinking about selling themselves or a big chunk of their company, according to last week's reports. Imagine instead of inadvertently linking 11,000 banks through SWIFT, Ripple made an offer to buy R3. Perhaps this is being done deliberately. Maybe that's what those 11,000 banks need to bring RippleNet technology into harmony. But many have spoken out against it, mostly because they are worried about XDC's future if Ripple were to buy R3. Concerning XDC, my lifelong dream was of a future monetary system in which XRP and XDC worked hand in hand. One of XRP's primary functions has always been to facilitate bank payments. Things changed after that, though. Interpersonal payments are now possible. There is also the option of payments made between companies. Beyond that, I think XRP will also have a place in online trade. The primary emphasis of XDC was digital trading. Unfortunately, plans had already been made for it, but then things changed. Now, XDC has the backing of several central banks. Many bank-to-bank payments will likely be a part of digital commerce as well. They will not fight, despite what most people think. They'll be cheering each other on as they race side by side. Think of XRP and XLM as complementary. Always keep in mind that XLM's original intent was solely for platform-to-platform payments. What then happened in some nations, like Ukraine, XLM was teaming up with CBDC, the national bank's digital currency. After that, they started to expand much beyond that. We dove into tokenization with Franklin Templeton. What I mean is that instead of competing with one another, these cryptocurrencies will work together in the new monetary system. When is the launch of the CBDC rocket? Could someone please explain what ISO 222 means? Is this going to be our departure time? Everyone is saying that the crypto bull market, which will really take off in 2024, starts this year. Yet, I see many people admitting they've lost and quitting up. I shall see you in 2026 after something takes place this year. This run will be watched regardless of what occurs. Additionally, the alternate season will occur. Everybody these days is saying that Bitcoin will always be the most popular cryptocurrency and that the good old days will never come again. That kind of thinking is incorrect. The institutions are also now ready, according to everyone you talk to. The arrival of new crypto regulations is imminent. In 2025, there is no other possibility except a real utility run. In the case of a stock market meltdown, imagine the smart money getting on the cryptocurrency bandwagon. A thrilling new era is on the horizon. For the moment, you should keep the G7. The United States, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdom have borrowed $50 billion to Ukraine, and they want to return it by selling off frozen Russian assets. Yes, it was. The G7 leaders assert that they have communicated with Putin. My guess is yes. The Russian government must step up its military pressure on Ukraine until the latter surrenders. The only thing they're trying to accomplish is keep the war at its current status quo. To me, the most important thing is that the rate of BRICS is going up. The United States, the International Monetary Fund, and the biggest are all partners with BRICS, in my view. Their efforts are hastening our shift to online banking. It will happen because Russia has replied and will now speed up much faster. All these other countries are in debt, so I think they would all like it if it happens sooner as well. America is a prime example. Determine how much debt we are in. I mean, come on, you can't possibly think it can last forever. They are trying to make our transition to the new currency system as painless as possible by prolonging the dollar's life. Right now, something similar is happening. Their debt has caused Moody's UK to lower them along with France. All nations are experiencing the same problems right now, and the BRICS are only showing us the way to a new financial structure, in my view. Russia will reply, as expected. In addition, they don't stop pushing for confrontation. Has someone informed you of that? It makes waves by keeping the dollar strong. If Chris Larsen is to be believed, Gary Gensler is America's worst ever public servant. Your attention in seeing my video is greatly appreciated. It means a lot to me that you've subscribed and watched my channel. We will meet again later.